After taking millions of dollars from investors over his scam NFT project, Cryptozoo, Logan Paul today comes out and says he's going to refund investors. The reason I think that this video is going to be particularly interesting for you to watch is that I am still a holder of that project, so I'm going to show you exactly what this process looks like. A little bit of history, we're not going to go too far into it. September of 2021, it was around that time, Logan Paul drops his project, never follows through with anything, raises over $2 million in funds and doesn't touch it again. Fast forward about a year later, CoffeeZilla, huge investigative YouTube channel, decides to cover it in a 3-part series that went viral. Logan responds, tries to sue, basically loses the argument and says he's eventually going to refund investors. Fast forward another year and we land here today, right now, finally coming out on Twitter in a very sketchy way saying I'm going to refund investors and this is how I'm going to do it. So let's take a look at what Logan said, sum it up, and what this process looks like. All right, so first and foremost, we need to go to Logan Paul's Twitter. Oh yeah, that's right. I completely called him out for being a scam back when he got engaged, said that this is how he raised funds for the over $1 million ring that he bought, and he blocked me on Twitter, but that's okay. This is what burner Twitter accounts are for. So this was his long post that was basically summing up saying, we're going to buy back $2.3 million worth of what you bought for the NFT if you were still holding it. So it sucks for the people that sold it at a loss, thinking that they never get it back. And of course, anybody else who might have been, affected by the situation. On top of that, he's going to file a lawsuit towards bad actors, not him, that were involved with the situation. So in order to be able to go through this process, you have to click this sketchy link, which I really don't want to click, but I will do it for you guys. I mean, well, let's see. What's the worst that could happen? Of course, the wallet that I'm holding the egg in is not my main wallet. I have, some decent stuff in there, but mostly trash. Just to prove it, this is the egg right here, so they can, find it there. But let's see what this process looks like. So in order to do this, you got to complete the form, and if you're eligible for NFT buyback, I would like you to buy it back because I overpaid for it, and so this would be pretty nice. Okay, so what this is basically saying is, one, you're at to KYC, which really sucks because, again, I don't fully trust this ETOTB3EX type form document from Logan's account, but it's been there for 5 hours, so surely they'd have caught it if it was a scam by now. I do not recommend you do this. Watch me get burned first before you do this. And this is kind of a bummer. They're only sending 0.1 ETH per eligible NFT, so it's not actually what you paid for it. So he was already kind of misleading people by saying in here that he's going to refund for what they paid for it. So I think that was around mint price, but some people paid over that, so I don't know. Now, the arbitrage here is technically you could have been buying this egg for like half this price, around half this price, if you trusted Logan Paul to follow through, and then you could just be claiming it right now. So, shout out to the people that trusted that, but there's more people I would trust in this world than Logan Paul. So we're going to continue with this. All right. To be eligible, it's base eggs and base animals. As I pointed out, I have an egg. So make sure not to move the eligible NFT for any reason. Okay, cool. I won't move it. Yo, this is wild. Okay, so it says by accepting these terms, you acknowledge and agree you're waiving any actual or anticipated claims against Paul, as well as against any related personal affiliates, agents, partners, employees, service providers, or representatives. So what this is trying to say is basically I'm like signing away that I'm not going to sue him if I'm reading this correctly, which I wasn't going to anyways. I would rather just take the 0.1 ETH and go through all that. But this is his way of getting out of the situation. That's pretty interesting. And I also think this is his way of like kind of exiting, but still trying to stay cool with the space because the space is heating up right now and he'll be able to make more money later by the people that want to make a buck or forgive him. So that's still pretty wild. All right. So anyways, if a particular provision of these terms is held to be invalid, the provision shall be deemed blah, blah, whatever. I accept it. Cool. So before getting here, I had to KYC. So that was fun. And now it's asking me how many wallets I hold it in. I just hold it in one wallet. Using the following fields, please provide each wallet address that controls or the Cryptozoo NFT you're requesting a buyback for. All right, so that was actually pretty simple. I submitted the token ID, went through some steps, and now it's basically just saying that after the claim closes on February 8th, each claimant will be eligible to claim submissions will be sent to the deposit address and can return their NFTs for a buyback. Claimants will have 30 days from the receipt of the email to submit their NFTs to the appropriate deposit address. I'm not sure if they're doing the smart contract based or not, but that would have been a lot easier because they could have just made a smart contract and got us to send our end and then got Logan to send his end. But I guess we're doing this the Web 2 way. Or I'd just rather just send it now. It's not like it's worth anything anyways, but I guess we'll just wait and hope that I remember on February 8th that I need to be checking these things. In the meantime, it's probably going to be an email that goes into my spam folder like most Web 2 things. In the meantime, do not move your Cryptozoo from their current locations. Cool. I am not going to do anything with it. That's it. That's all. So after years of waiting, I'm getting 0.1 ETH back, $227. Maybe by the time it's February, it'd be more than that. Maybe less. Depends on the ETF approval and how everything else moves this year. And Logan Paul, I guess, is getting off scot-free. It looks like that anybody who goes through with this is waiving any sort of lawsuit against him. I bet he knows that the market is heating up. Things could possibly be more valuable this year. If you've been following my channel, you'd understand. I've covered this in multiple videos. And he's probably going to launch another project, but we'll see. Or he's going to extract liquidity in some sort of way. With all that being said, this is Logan Paul's refund. He finally is paying his dues, and we'll see him on the next chapter of 2024 if he has any weird schemes up his sleeves. If you like this video, give it a comment, give it a share. Anything helps. Of course, a like for all the algos, all those YouTube and Twitter things. I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.